bought a ton of comic books. I brought them home. I started reading all of them. I started breaking down the script. The thing that dawned on me was that I had very little time, and I had to put together more or less a finished character to go into this shoot. Sometimes in films you can discover the role, kind of as you go. I didn't feel I could have that luxury in this film. There was going to be a few scenes where I was Victor, and then boom, I was right into the doctor himself. And so I needed to find the body of this man. I needed to figure out, I know the suit is coming, and already I was going out to do molds with optic nerve, and the whole process was rolling. So what I did was, I got some space in a little theater in Hollywood at the Gardner stages, or across at the working stage, my friend Frank Menya's stage. And I went in there, I went to a theater, and I spent afternoons by myself, working on the lines and working on the physical movements of Dr. Doom. Because once the suit was on, I didn't know what I was going to be able to do. I knew that I would be limited in terms of what I could show with my instrument, my face, my eyes. I had my voice and I had my body. I said, I'm going to have to turn into a puppeteer to some degree here. It quickly dawned on me that I was going to have to rely on a lot of other technical skill rather than just feeling the part. I couldn't just discover it as I went. I had to find the body of Doom, the voice of Doom, the mannerisms, the style. Almost in a way, though I'm a method-trained actor and all of that for many years, I immediately sensed that this would be a challenge that was physical and from the outside in, so more of the so-called British style, like find the form of the character and you'll discover a lot of the internal stuff as well. So I worked both ways. I started investigating, of course, the motivations and what happened to him and why. And when I looked at some of the comic books, and I realized there's a whole backstory to this man and his relationship with his mother, the gypsy who was imprisoned in hell, basically, and that he sought for years to free her from this hell realm. And that became something that I knew wasn't in the script. I knew it wasn't there, but for me, it was going to carry me on my super objective, as we say, to harness this power and to have it, and to free my mother. So I investigated a lot of the internal, psychological motivations. But the thing that was going to be most challenging for me was the physical life. So I went to rented a theater. I went to it. I worked in the afternoons, working on my physical gestures, looking at the comic book, looking at how he held himself. Because I said, look, I want to do the classic Doom. I'm not here to reinvent it, I'm here to honor it and to try and embody it. I said, he's got these great stances that he does. He's imperious, he's tyrannical, he flaunts his power, he teases, he's sarcastic because he feels so superior to Fantastic Four and to all life. And these, of course, are the workings of an insecure soul at the same time. I remember getting a ski mask. I went and bought a ski mask. And I put it on. I wore it in the theater for a while as I worked through the words to feel like, what would it be like to be encased, in a mask for a long time? And I felt the heat of the ski mask. I felt the annoyance of it mostly. And I can't believe I did this. I even drove Sunset Boulevard home in the ski mask, which must have really freaked somebody out. But I tend to take things a little to the extreme, and I just said, what would it be like? What would people, if they saw me, how would they react? And I think I caught some looks of people looking in from their car, like, well, there's a thief in a car or something like that. Anyway, so I tried a lot of things, and wrote them down, wrote all my notes down, and I knew that once I got the suit on, I was going to have to start incorporating these things I'd been studying. And then came the suit.